Good morning guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Mary and I'm a natural hair lifestyle and beauty content creator from London. In today's video I am going to be getting my hair braided. Finally, it's been a long time and I've come to my usual hairdresser.
Hi, I'm Cynthia. And she has been with me for like
since I was a kid.
Yeah. And she's been an amazing sister now.
I love her. She does my hair very, very well. I'll leave her details in the description box below as usual. And yeah, you will see the finished result once it's done.
So it's going to be a it's going to be a great hair and beautiful. Is it a box what you want, or triangle, or normal?
Oh my god.
I did a triangle for a lady, though I didn't.
You didn't take pics.
Cynthia.
Auntie and advertising. Oh, auntie. So you know, people are gonna ask me, do you travel to houses, etc., etc.?
Yes,
so
I do.
You do.
Yeah.
It's just an additional charge.
Exactly. Good.
Okay.
That's it. So additional charge when I go for home service. And this is what I'm going to be using today. I'll be using the gel wax VO5 and the comb. So that's going to do the magic. And my finger.
And which hairstyles do you specialize in?
Braids.
Yeah.
Crochets, kinky twist, Ghana cornrows, wigs. I do wigs.
Okay.
I do beautiful wigs.
Do you provide the hair for the wigs as well?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do, and very good hair. No shedding. It's not tangling at all. Yeah. So I provide. If you want me to, as a client, I do that based on order. Yeah. And
how much notice do you usually like if someone wants to do their hair? Because I know you're busy.
Yes, I am. Yeah. I usually like 2 weeks before you plan doing your hair, give me notice 2 weeks before.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't usually work Mondays.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't work Mondays. And Sundays, please.
Mondays and Sundays.
Yeah. Every other day.
So Tuesday to Saturday, open.
Open.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank you. No, I did side for her.
No, just do middle. I do middle.
But the thing is that middle will be too flat. What do you think?
Is it?
It's alright. It's not bad. No, it's not bad. It's okay.
So if you want, I call her Auntie Cynthia. She's my auntie. If you want her to buy your hair for you, obviously you can tell her and she'll do that. That's an additional charge. But I bought my own hair, so I went to Peckham the other day and I just bought this braiding hair from Ace. Actually, it was in Brixton, but this is what it looks like. Going with an ombre style today.
And this is the hair. This is the hair. And it's out of the pack. This is how it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, very silky and nice.
Hey you guys, so I just want to let you into some things whilst you watch the video. I did pre-stretch my hair before coming to Auntie Cynthia's. What I did was, after my wash day, I put my hair in some thread just to try and get as much stretch out of it as possible, because I knew I didn't want too much heat on my hair. It worked a treat because when I did get to her, as you saw in the beginning, my hair wasn't as shrunken as it usually is, so she didn't need to use that much heat when it came to blow drying. Naughty me only threaded my hair the night before So to get a more effective stretch, make sure you do it a few days or even a week in advance. I do have a video on how you can use threads to stretch your hair. That's linked in the card. Alternatively, you can do something like plaits or twists just to make sure that your hair is elongated. This works particularly well when you take all the twists or the plaits and pull it to the back of your hair, or you can use some hairpins and just stretch it all over your hair. I hope you get what I mean. Alternatively, there's the banding method, which requires you to take a variety of hairbands, and starting at the root, you just wrap the hairbands all the way down your shaft till you get to the tips, and this will allow for a stretch to take place. If you're not confident in stretching your hair yourself, then of course let the hairdresser do this for you. Please make sure that you've moisturized your own hair well and you use a heat protectant, and also let the hairdresser know that whatever tool they use to stretch your hair for you should be used on low heat setting. Now about the braids. I am getting knotless braids done. This is now my only go-to braiding style. I used to do box braids back in the day because I hardly wore my hair out, even though it was relaxed and long. I just preferred how I looked with box braids. The problem with this was that I ended up having no edges, so I stopped doing box braids in 2015 because of all the damage it caused to my hair. Since I've been introduced to knotless braids, I have never looked back. They are a safer option in my opinion, in that they don't cause tension and they don't pull at your roots. So you're more likely to have your edges intact once you take them down. I am still quite wary of getting my edges snatched in any hairstyle because I know that they are quite fragile. So you will see towards the end of the video that the front of my hair still is left out a bit. But I like it like that, and I've been very specific with Auntie Cynthia on how she should do my hair. Make sure you get you a hairdresser who listens. If the hairdresser don't listen to your needs and to the style you want and things like that, it's a waste of time, a waste of energy, and a waste of money. I definitely would recommend Auntie Cynthia because she's not failed me yet. Whatever I've asked her to do, she's done for me. As you can see in the video, knotless braid starts with your own hair being braided first, and then extensions are added to the plait as you go down. Now, the benefit of this is that it allows for your hair to be light. Obviously, the more extensions you add to one plait, the weightier your hair is going to be. So unless you're trying to be having really thick braids, your knotless braids should be light and they should be movable. Immediately you finish, you'll find that you can move your hair from left to right without any kind of pain. You can put it up in a bun or in a ponytail if you wish and not feel like your hair is too tight. Now my braids were quite a lot on my head because as you can see they're quite small. However, even though there were plenty braids, it was still very light. With the positives, there are also some negatives to knotless braids. They can be quite time consuming because you are adding hair as you go along, and because your roots are exposed, they can get messier a lot more quicker than box braids. But please, deep how neat these look right now. Deep the triangles, the snatchness of the roots, how neat the braids themselves are. Auntie Cynthia excelled herself in my opinion. I digress again. So yes, they can get messier quicker than box braids, but in my opinion you don't want to keep your hair for over 6 weeks, and the knotless braids can carry you for 6 weeks. So I guess for me it's still a plus because it kind of prompts you to take your hair down and look after it. Now, I will say the holy grail of this particular hairstyle was that VO5 product, apart from Auntie Cynthia's hands, of course. That VO5 product did not flake, and it left my roots looking neat and snatched for well over 3 weeks. Even in the 4th week, I was quite surprised at how neat my hair still looked. My whole thing about a hair wax or hair gel is that it doesn't flake, and this didn't flake. It didn't cause any kind of itchiness or anything like that. Now when it came to the braiding hair itself, I got the Ezbraid, and this was a 24-inch ombre pack. Had I had an option, I would not have got 24 inches because I don't see the point in having long hair like this. For me personally, it just doesn't do anything for me. Rather, it's more of a headache. But they only had 24 inches in this particular ombre color that I wanted. The reason I don't really like long hair is because I just feel like it's an inconvenience. I sat on my hair a few times, I got caught in clothes, I accidentally pulled it a few times. So just be careful if you're the kind of person that likes doing really long hair. You don't want to defy the purpose of doing knotless braids, which is to make sure that your roots don't have tension and pulling on them, by having long hair, which you accidentally tug on, which you accidentally get caught into clothes and things like that. It just defies the point. So yeah, be careful with your long braids, guys. Don't pull out your roots. Moving on to the Easy Braiding Hair. This hair is nice. It felt quite silky, as Auntie said at the beginning. I think I left that in. I can't remember. It felt quite silky. It didn't cause any kind of irritation. I've used I look so tired and fed up here, guys. I've used what do you call it? I've used expressions in the past and it's been mad itchy on my hair. It's been irritable to my skin. But I would say you're supposed to kind of like put hot water on your braiding hair before you use it anyway, just to get rid of all the impurities on it, all the chemicals and things. But if you don't have time to do that, then I would recommend Ezbraid, because I never did any of that pre-treatment to the hair, and this hair was fine to use. That is it, guys. We have come to the end. Please, have you ever seen anything so beautiful? I can't even believe this is my own head. I feel like going to do the braids again. I've taken them out now, by the way, but just looking at this video, I'm like, I'd sit there all over again just for this. So yeah, I'm showing off to you guys. Look how I'm moving it. I'm not wincing. There's no pain. It doesn't feel tight on my roots or anything like that. Obviously you can see my edges all out here, but I like it like that. I've already explained it. It's a fine situation for me. So yeah, thank you again to Auntie Cynthia. She did a brilliant job. I will continue to go back to her. This is not an ad or anything, by the way, guys. I did pay for this hairstyle, so I just like sharing good services, good people, and good product with you guys. That's just the be all and end all. So, you know, you can see for yourself her work. Black owned business, talented business, blessed hands. You know, check out the description box on how to get in contact with her. So I'm telling you guys now that it's been 6.5 hours. She actually did really well considering how much hair's on my head, and that she was adding hair as she goes along. 6.5 hours. I've done box braids that have been 7-8 hours before, so for me this is record time. So to keep the hair all together, to make sure that it sits right, she's now putting some hot water on the ends and all the way down the shaft of my hair using a towel. Don't worry, guys, the kettle is a hair kettle, okay? This is specifically for hair, and when she has to put hot water on hair, no one gets alarmed. I know how you people can be on the internet now. Very judgmental, very talkative. It's fine, okay? So she takes a towel just to get rid of the excess water, and to make sure also that she kind of like presses that heat into the braids. This just allows for the braids to stay neat. After using hot water, what you then do is you take a holding mousse, and that again just binds everything together. So I'm just showing off to you guys now. You know, she also took some scissors and she snipped away those little flyaways that you usually get when you do extensions. But check out the final product. Look at the neatness. The slayage is 10-10. The ombre is coming through, saying hello. And yeah, that is it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. Mwah! As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next one.